Hey everybody, it's your girl Robin, and I'm back with another episode of Let's Talk Church. Let me welcome all of my newbies. So glad to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a church consultant. I'm extremely blessed that I get to work with churches, pastors, and faith-based organizations that want to connect with a faith-based audience. So on my channel, I typically teach those things that are of value to churches or organizations that desire a faith-based audience, as well as I teach faith-based entrepreneurs how to activate their faith, in fact, to live their best lives. So check out my channel for some other great videos. But today, I have got a special training for my Let's Talk Church about church marketing. All of my regulars, welcome back. You're going to love this. Go ahead, pull out your binders, your notepad, your smart devices, because your girl's got some tips that are going to change the way that you do church marketing. All right. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and that you have hit that alert button so that you are made aware when my new videos go live. Y'all ready? I added all that on so that you would have time to get something to take notes with, because I got about 7-8 pages of notes for you all on today. One of the things that I love working with my church clients on is marketing. Yes, I don't understand why churches feel like they should remain a best kept secret, right? People need what we have. Yes, we are hope dealers. We are hope dealers. And so it is important that if we're going to impact lives, transform lives, listen, help people be the best version of themselves that they can be, they have to be able to find us. Well, my teaching today is going to help with just that. Now, before I go into the good stuff, before I give you my strategies as to how your church should market in this new season, or in this now season, as I like to say, I want to give you the one thing that I give my paid clients. Y'all don't y'all tell them, see, I'm being a blessing out here in these YouTube streets. But this is the one thing that really, really matters that I insist all of my clients do before we get started. Don't print a flyer. Don't go buy a website domain. Don't do any of that stuff until you do this first thing. And that is understand that you need to stand out from other churches. You're saying, what, Robin, Elder Ware? You mean we have to care and think like a business? Absolutely. You need to stand out from other churches. Listen, competition, even with churches, is real. Now, we're not, doing competition like businesses where we're doing, cutthroat things and trying to steal people. That's not what we're doing, because we all have the same end goal. But I am talking about you have got to do what it takes for you to stand out. Whether or not you've got churches in your area, you've got competition. Sundays are no longer just for church. You've got soccer opportunities. You've got day party opportunities. You got brunch at 12 noon at your favorite restaurant. All of those things are competing with the same time frame that your church is having service. So you have to do what it takes to stand out from other churches, as well as opportunities in your area. So what is that one thing? If you want to know what that one thing is, I want you to type this in the comment section. Tell me, Robin. Tell me, Robin. Tell me, Robin. Listen, I'm just having a little fun with you, but this is so important. It's so true. Go ahead and type this in the comment section. USP, the letters U, the letter S, and the letter P. You need to, before you design a logo, before you buy a website domain, before you do any of that marketing stuff, you need to understand what your USP is. And USP stands for your unique selling proposition. Of course, we teach this in business all the time, and this is business, right? This is church business, but it's still business. It's important that you understand what your unique selling proposition is. What your USP, it communicates on your behalf who you are, what it is that you stand for, what specific service that you provide, and even why you exist. Listen to this: who you are, what specific service you provide, what experience you can help them to have, why you even exist, and why you're in your specific community. So don't skip this step, right? I mean it. Don't get all antsy and want to start talking about branding and logos and colors. No, 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 no. I want you to gather your creative team, gather your council, gather those people that have the same vested interest in the success in your church growing, and ask them to help you understand what your USP is, your unique selling proposition. I take my clients through this whole process as a part of our first encounter so that I make sure that they understand that who they think they are is who they are, or who they need to do a little bit more work to become. All right? Now, where can you use your USP, your unique selling proposition? On your website. It'll help you as you come up with your content for your website, for invite cards, for brochures, for business cards, your social media pages, your posts, your blogs, even, your events. Any type of marketing that you do, your USP is what's going to guide you. So my unique selling proposition for my agency is excellence. Everything I do, I focus it on being excellent. So if it doesn't represent excellence, I don't do it. You have to know what your USP is so that those people that you're trying to reach, that they'll be attracted to you. My clients love excellence. My clients are willing to pay for excellence. Amen. They're willing to pay for excellence. I talked to a potential client just this week, and he said to me, I did my research on you, and I understand that you're one of the best, and that you do a great job for churches, but that you're going to cost some coins. That's all true. My unique selling proposition is that I deliver excellence and that it's not going to be cheap. So I do not figure out how to host a banquet and serve bologna. If you hire me to help you with your events, I am going to help you put together an event that is excellent all the way around. All right. So it is important that you know your USP. Now, again, the second thing that I want you to focus on before we get into what your church looks like and creating marketing assets, talking about church marketing that works, I want you to make excellence your focus. Bring your team together. Ask them, what can we do to increase the level of excellence that we operate in? Be honest. Tell them you don't have to write your name on the paper. I want to know, as the pastor, as the leader of this team, what it is that you think we can do to increase the level of excellence that we have in this ministry. Why does that matter? It matters because it communicates the level of professionalism that you operate in. It's as simple as that. The level of excellence that you convey, it tells people the level of professionalism that you operate in. And here are three things that matter as it relates to being excellent so that you look professional. The areas: your receptionist, your website, and your logo. That's a whole separate teaching. But your receptionist, you all know that I'm the hospitality queen, wrote a book about it. Get your copy. Wowing your guests. I created winning hospitality strategies that will change the culture of your church. Well, as it relates to conveying the level of excellence that you operate in, that your professional ministry, three quick giveaways: your receptionist, your website, and your logo. So maybe I'll do another teaching. Y'all tell me in the comments if you want me to do a teaching on those three areas. But Here's what looking professional communicates about your church: that you're professional, you're trustworthy, and that you're a caring organization, that you are legit, right? That you put your money where your mouth is, and that you still incorporate the human touch, that it still matters to you how you engage and connect with people. That's why the receptionist role is so important. All right. So make excellence matter in your ministry. So now let's talk about church marketing that works. You know your USP, and you know that you're a ministry of excellence, so that when you bring your creative team together, they're not going to come with any junk. They're not going to come with any half ways to do stuff. They're not going to come with any ideas as to how you can jerry rig, right? I love it when I talk to churches and their team members will say, well, I don't really think it takes all that. I tell that pastor, you got some work to do as it relates to shifting the mindset of your team members. Just because they believe that for their life doesn't mean that that's the way it should work in your ministry. It may be part of your assignment. The reason why they're connected to your ministry is to increase their level of professionalism, activate their faith that they deserve more, activate their faith that they deserve better, activate their faith that God deserves their best. And how they operate in the kingdom matters. All right. So here we go. Talking about church marketing that works. You have to understand that one of the ways to grow your church is to market consistently. Number one, it's important. Consistency matters. Type that in the comment section. Consistency matters. People need us. Again, we are hope dealers. We just have to encourage them to come on in. We are hope dealers. People need us. Everything that's going on in this world right now, yeah, we've got the answer for their lives today. That's the song, right? We are the answer. We have the answer that they need. So you just have to reach people often with your message. And the way you do that is, of course, through church marketing. So that's why it's important that your unique selling proposition, what it is that makes you wonderful, what it is that makes you special. It helps you to identify who it is you're trying to reach. You know, in my business, I'll just, keep using my business because it makes it simple for me. I understand that when I work with startup churches, that they may not have the budget to afford everything that I offer. That is why I have heart to heart conversations with them. I want them to understand that, because they do the comparison thing. Oh, well, I want a website like this church. Well, you may not need a website like that church. You need a website that's excellent, that doesn't have errors, that's easy to read, that provides the information that people need, but it doesn't necessarily have to have all the bells and whistles, sliding, banners across the top. You may not need separate landing pages for all your ministry teams to explain what it is they do. You may not need an SMS, texting system as a part of your website just yet. I understand budget. So I want them to always be mindful about what excellence means for your USP, for your unique selling proposition. Hey, we may be small, but we're strong and we're excellent. I help them come up with that type of understanding. So you've got to communicate that you exist. You have to communicate what it is that makes you different. You have to communicate what it is that they're going to get by coming to your church, by partnering with your ministry. So one of the ways you do that is you start with planning. Again, bring your team together, and you want to put together a year-long plan as how you're going to market your church to stay in front of the prospects that you have that match your USP. Again, your USP, your unique selling proposition, your website, your logo, your receptionist. All of those things matter as it relates to communicating that you're professional, but I'm talking about marketing now. You need a whole plan for a year as to how you're going to reach out and engage with them. So here are 3 things that I do with my clients that I'm sharing with you. Number 1 is create an annual marketing calendar. You can start now. If it's September, start now. If it's October, start now. If it's December, start now. Don't say I'm going to wait till January. No, start now. From the time you're seeing this video, bring your team together, and I want you to put together an annual marketing calendar that is based off of holidays. So I want you to go through it. I want you to plot, Valentine's, Easter, Juneteenth, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of that, spring break, all of that. I want you to put, well, spring break's not a holiday, but I want you to put all the holidays on the calendar. Then I want you to go back and I want you to create your marketing calendar. And if you can, I want you to think about pop culture dates. Think about dates that affect your community. That's where spring break comes in. Pop culture, Super Bowl, March Madness, though we often say March Gladness, Harvest Festival, Hallelujah Night, instead of Halloween, the Grammys, the Oscars, all of that. I want you as well to put those dates on your marketing calendar. And then if your pastor is one of those that is a planner, and they can give you their themes, their topics, their sermon series ideas. I want you as well to put those on your annual marketing calendar. Then what I want you to do is look at this overall calendar, and I want you to identify which of those events you can market to your unique selling proposition, right? That it makes sense. If your ministry has a thing where you target millennials, right? Your unique selling proposition says that what you offer, the services you offer, you work well with millennials. Then look at that calendar and identify those holidays, those community events, even sermon series where you can pick out a theme to attract millennials. So Valentine's Day is in February. If that's on your calendar, then what type of marketing will you do to millennials for Valentine's Day? Think about it. I'm not saying that you have to offer, dating services or whatever to attract millennials, but you might offer how to date wholly, how to date and stay whole. That sounds better. How to date and stay whole. That's what you would offer during Valentine's Day. There's no reference to Valentine's. I don't want y'all to say, what in the world is Robin, Elder Ware talking about these, secular holidays. I'm just giving you ideas of 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 things, that are already a part of our regular everyday life. And so it'll help people to connect with you as you're providing hope to them. All right. So use those 3 things: annual marketing calendar of holidays, community events, and sermon series. And look, that too is something I think that I could do a whole teaching on. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more in-depth teaching on those topics. I will be glad to do it. And then looking at my time. All right. Let's see. I think I'm on number 4, y'all. This is old school, but it works. This is old school, but it works. I want you to put together a direct mail campaign using postcards. I know a lot of ministries put together postcards or, flyers and they hand them out, but I'm talking about good old-fashioned postcards that you actually place in the mail. Why? Because, listen to this, 81% of Americans still pay attention to their mail. Now, I do a lot of my business online, but I still go check my mailbox every day. 79% of consumers say they open direct mail. I do. I open those, flyers or value packs. I open those. 55% say they look forward to what they'll receive in the mail. And then 54% of consumers say they prefer direct mail marketing the most, which is to say that postcards will work. And I love this. Literally, you guys, you can go to the post office, go to the USPS.com website. They got a whole direct mail program that will guide your church through how to use zip codes to send out your postcards. You can target based on neighborhoods, based on demographics. It's a great way for recipients to see your message without having to open, an envelope because it's a postcard. And of course, you save on postage. Absolutely. When you mail postcards versus envelopes. Again, the post office has special rates even that they offer. And then number 5, I love this idea. I see it, of course, because we're all using social media, but it's to create videos that you can use to attract people to your church. Now, I'm going to talk in a separate video about Facebook ads, but Facebook ads work and they are very affordable. But I want you to think about creating videos that give people an opportunity to experience your ministry. Why does that matter? Because, as you know, if you're on Instagram, even Facebook, even Google loves video. They love fresh content, consistent content, but they love videos. All right. So I want you to think about creating a video. Use your creative team to come up with what type of marketing video that you would create to promote your church, to let people know that you exist and that you are here for them. All right. So, talking about church marketing, that works. And then one other thing, I guess this is number 6. This is a really old school method as well, but it works. And that is, thinking like the welcome wagon committee. Remember when years ago, back in, I don't know, the 80s, 70s, 80s, whatever, literally there were welcome wagons. And that just meant that people in your neighborhood would come over and bring you cookies and welcome you to the neighborhood. And they would get local businesses to give them their flyers, their business cards, so that they could include that in their little welcome package. Well, the same concept is what I am talking about. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, a little over 11% of the American population moves every year. And many of these people are going to be looking for a new church. So with that, there's something called, again, a welcome wagon program that you can connect with so that you can send out postcards just to people that are new in your community. Don't you love that? It's old school, but it works. Again, check out direct mail companies, check out USPS, check out even postcard companies, even print companies. They have those type of programs. Well, they will help you so that you can target your ideal audience, your ideal demographic that meets your unique selling proposition, and will let them know that you are there for them and that you invite them to your ministry. Well, I hope that you enjoyed another great teaching. Again, Let's Talk Church with Robin Ware. I want to invite you to connect with me. I send out emails on the regular. All you have to do to stay connected to me is text my last name, WARE, to the number 22828 and follow the prompts. And then you'll get weekly communication from me promoting events, products, services, and freebies even that your girl is offering. Again, until we connect, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for showing up. I just appreciate it. I love you, love you, love it. I love being back on my channel with you guys. Again, if your church is doing any type of leadership training and you'd like to use my services, reach out to me. Again, all my information is in the description below. I love doing on-site, in-person workshops. All right. I love you guys. And until we connect again with another episode of Let's Talk Church, continue to live an amazing life. God bless.